I know. It is my favorite time of the year. And as a meteorologist, it's the time of year we can kind of exhale after months of severe weather, lightning, wind, tornadoes, hail, flooding. We kind of get to exhale and just relax for a second before we get into the cold, the ice, the snow, and all of that is winter that is to come. And in September, we can quite often see our season's first snowfall, although we don't have that in the planning forecast yet. We do have a beautiful evening out there, and the sunset was magnificent. I started looking at some of the live on cameras around 7:30 tonight. This is the camera at Cheeseman Park. I took that picture there. This was up in the Fort Collins area. So such pretty color around the sky, hoping we might see the aurora borealis or the northern lights. They've been visible in states north and east of here. Haven't had any reports of sightings in Colorado, but if you see them, let me know, please do. We started at 52, we warmed to 84, so those numbers are close to average and not in record territory. We always love that. Temperatures were a little bit warmer in southeastern Colorado, and we had 90s on the map across the western slope. Out there right now, it is nice. As Kim mentioned, hard to complain when you have 60s and 70s, calm winds, and just a beautiful night to be out or, for sleeping. It's just good sleeping weather right now. And a little thunder and lightning outside of Colorado Springs and Pueblo. There have been a couple of gusty thunderstorms today, not severe and not impactful for anybody traveling, but hiking, biking outdoors, you always have to watch for lightning this time of year. We have a little bit of that tropical moisture coming in, but not much. Some of the longer range models are suggesting that the remnants of a tropical storm off the coast of Baja, some of that moisture may feed into Colorado later in the week. So we'll wait and see. High pressure setting up here is separating cold air. Yeah, there's some cold air in the Midwest coming from an area of low pressure that's heading our way off the coast of the Pacific Northwest. So with the storm track to the north, we're going to see this pattern again tomorrow, the day after that, probably the day after that. We could use the moisture. Drought monitors showing really excessively dry conditions across the western half of the state. Front Range and Eastern Plains, we're doing okay here. The moisture, though, that will impact travel will be in the Midwest. Minneapolis, Chicago, St. Louis, Atlanta, probably some airport delays there. And then 72 hours out, there's that tropical plume off the coast of Baja and signs that it may be moving toward southern Colorado. So that would be interesting to see. And it would be beneficial because we could use a little bit of moisture coming in. And right now there's just enough for just those high base thunderstorms that produce the wind and lightning. Less moisture to work with tomorrow. So while we had that threat of an isolated storm moving northwest to southeast today, not really anything tomorrow. Can't say never, but it looks pretty quiet. 60 in Denver tonight, 58 La Junta, 40 in Gunnison, and look at this, there's some 30s from Leadville up to the Frisco area. Highs tomorrow, we have upper 80s, 90 in Greeley, 94 in Grand Junction, so a smidge warmer, perhaps a bit more sunshine. So the isolated foothill storms are ending. Fair skies and 60 tonight. Tomorrow we get sunshine, temperatures pop to the upper 80s, a nice afternoon, no real threat of rain in Denver tomorrow or Thursday. We have a wind shift, a weak front that comes in Friday. Notice the moisture available for storms is pretty low, even Friday with the front coming in, but Friday's high at 75. A few showers coming in for the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, we do have that football game on Sunday. Kickoff temperature will be in the lower 80s, slight chance of a thunderstorm, but right now it looks pretty good for kickoff at 2:05. Continuing with Colorado kids, keep sending the pictures in. Sam Smart and family with the kids out on a nice horseback ride with the dogs today. Hey, please send in your pictures. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.